Hey everybody, Logan here, and today I decided to bring a little update and thoughts on the AEW console game. For those of you who've been following the channel for a while, you know I'm a big fan of wrestling, especially AEW. I have a number of wrestling videos on the channel, gaming videos, and a compilation of when I went to AEW Bash at the Beach last January of 2020. So today I decided to go over basically what we know so far and, well, what we want as wrestling fans from the AEW console game. Some people are calling it AEW Dynamite, the video game. I don't know if that's what it's going to be called, but we'll call it AEW console game. So, well, let's just run down.
Welcome to Red Bandana Gaming, the channel where Logan will show you everything from gameplay to gear. Their crew is here to take you on a journey through every atmosphere. Releases to news, you don't have to choose. Red Bandana Gaming is here for you.
Whew, that was a quick rundown. Oh wait, no. Okay, bad joke. So, what we know so far is sadly very little. We've had the initial trailer with Kenny Omega and Hikaru Shida and whatnot. So the characters did not look the greatest. I guess the models, they looked very cartoony compared to what we're seeing in the WWE games, especially with the new WWE 2K22 looking hyper realistic. I think that's why we saw that new Darby Allin model. Once we saw that Darby Allin model, which fans, and myself included, noticed how much more realistic it looked than the original Kenny Omega model with the ultra bulky and everything. So we know that the game's coming along in terms of visuals. We still don't know exactly what consoles it's going to be on. Most people are speculating PS5 and of Xbox Series X. PC, don't know, because they're calling it AEW console game. We do know it is developed by Yuke's, and it is spearheaded by the former developer of No Mercy for the Nintendo 64. So with that being said, we don't know how it's going to play. We don't know if it's going to play more like, say, Here Comes the Pain, or No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, WCW, NWO Revenge, whatnot. Those styles, the Ace and Aki games. So, personally, I'm hoping it's going to play more like the No Mercy games, because I thought that was a great engine. I thought it played very well, but if they refine it and use a lot of the things they learned making the 2K series, or honestly, the 2K series wasn't the best. It seems like Yuke's didn't do as much as they usually did, but say, take, again, Here Comes the Pain and No Mercy, use those as the standard bearers and kind of mishmash the two, then I think we can get something really good. But that's what a lot of people are thinking. I would like to see more updated character models. I want to see a more realistic look, but yet I still want to see that over-the-top gameplay that we got from those other two WWE games. And I would like to see less. God, I hope they don't put in mini games in terms of to do QTEs, to do submissions. I hate that stuff. Just spam the button like you used to. Just tap out kind of thing, which was fine. I think that was fine. And to have the game more arcade style, as they would call it, less realistic in terms of gameplay, more realistic in terms of visuals, that's what I would love, because I'm not a big fan of that hyper WrestleMania All-Stars, I think it was, the WWE All-Stars or whatever it was, where they all looked like giant roided cartoons. Not a fan of that. I like the wrestlers to actually look like their counterparts as best as they can that you would see on Dynamite and upcoming Rampage or Dark Elevation. I've stopped watching those. I've stopped watching Dark. It's just predictable, squash matches. Not a big fan of those. Now, I am looking forward to seeing Rampage. I think that's an awesome name. I really feel that it harkens back to the days of Nitro and Thunder, but hey, that's me. But that's neither here nor there. So, with the game looking the way it does, well, in the original trailer compared to what we're seeing now, I think that's promising. I think stick with me on this. With WWE 2K22 saying that whole it hits different, and now seeing the visuals look really, really realistic and really, really good, I think that might push AEW more into that direction in terms of visuals, because who knows when this game's going to come out. I want to say 2022, because if they wait till 2023, then we've gone way too long for a wrestling development cycle. I get 2020 really hindered development of the game, but I'm hoping it's going to be a 2022 and not a 2023, because I think once you start pushing it back too far, people are going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You announced this like 4 years ago, in 2019, and people were like, all right, it's 2023, who cares? I think it could really, really hurt sales of the game. I think we need to see this out by holiday 2022. I think it needs to be out. I think it needs to capitalize with a new champion. I think we're going to have 2 champions before this comes out. So I don't know how they're going to do it. I would like to see a backstage brawl kind of mode like we had in those older Ukes titles. That would be fun. Maybe have like a little RPG style mode where you can go around and talk to other wrestlers and maybe get in feuds that way, and that kind of changes how the story goes on TV. Or you can team up with other characters, like in Retromania, how your conversations will actually determine who you partner with, whether you become face or heel. Doesn't matter that you pick a Jungle Boy or Moxley or Eddie Kingston or whatever. You could go either way with their characters, which I think would be fantastic. And to even have a mode where you can play as a team or a faction, so you can play as Hangman in the Dark Order, or you can play as Ten in the Dark Order, or John Silver, or then you can go and play as Jurassic Express. You can play as Butcher and the Blade. You can play, as those groups. And I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool to have different, I guess you could say, story modes, depending on whether you want to be a single star, a tag team, a faction, or maybe a trios, who knows. And to have something like that where you're not just limited, okay, I have one guy, one girl, you can play as those, and then that's it, and that's how your story goes. And then your ultimate goal is to win the AEW World Championship or Women's Championship. I think that might be a little too linear. I think if you're going to start with one character, say you have your wrestling, create a wrestler, or you say start with, I don't know, let's say Fuego del Sol. You start with him, and then you work your way up, and you can pick and choose what you're going after. You can say, hey, you know what, I'm going to go after the tag team titles, and then you have to, pick a partner through the way, or you say, hey, I want to go after the TNT championship, and then, just change it from there. You're not saying, okay, I'm going to pick this one path. This is the path that I'm on to AEW World Heavyweight Championship. What if the World Heavyweight Championship isn't even what you want? What if all you care about is tag teams? Why can't we do that? So to have branching storylines, I think that is extremely possible with the power of the consoles, the memory we have, the just everything back in, say, the Xbox Series X or the PS5. There's no reason we can't do that. And with DLC, we know they'll add DLC because that's what everybody does these days. We get new wrestlers as they join AEW. Say, like, the game had come out before Malachi Black joined. Then, alright, next month or so after they've created the characters, maybe 2-3 months down the line after they just build him, then they have him come out as a DLC character, and then you can take him through the game or something like that. But or do the DLC packs like they do with Injustice or Mortal Kombat and give you 4 or 5 new wrestlers at a time. I don't know, but that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe they should make the AEW Elite GM tie the game. I guess that's another mobile game. It is mobile, right? Yeah, I think it's mobile. Have that tie in with the console game, where you can make decisions here and then run the storyline through the console game, which would be fantastic. But hey, those are a few things that we know so far, and a few things that some of us, or especially me, might want. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys are looking forward to in the new AEW console game. What features you want, what you think needs to be done, and drop it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Head on over to redbandanagaming.com. Follow us on our socials. Make sure you visit and purchase some awesome shirts and all kinds of accessories down in our spring link in the description below. You can also check it out through our merchandise page at redbandanagaming.com. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.